One more, hold on.
Have you got the Leeds Combined Court?
That's what. All you need to do is shout out fraud.
So we're here at Leeds. We've got this gentleman, just a general member of the public. I just pulled over. Apparently he's been to a court case. Would you like to tell us what's gone off so far?
Hi, thanks a lot. Yeah, today we're here for, I don't know if you know the case, it's Paula Campbell. She was evicted from Milkbank Farm fraudulently, and today is the next stage in the court case. It's been quite amusing. Today the prosecution was trying to rely on evidence that wasn't to be shown, on court documents that weren't in the court file, and every time they were called on it, they would refer back to their case law. Don't believe what's going on. We're going back into the court at the moment, and what's going on in the background is quite good. What's going So we're going back into the court now for summation, and then we'll see what's happening with Paula's case. But so far, they've not really been able to prove their case against her, and they've just been trying to rely on unwarranted evidence.
Can you
remember, everything that is fraud from the beginning, nothing that follows from it can be actioned.
Can you explain there what you mean by they're trying to rely on evidence that doesn't actually, as far as they're concerned, exist?
Well, they were talking about court files and warrants being issued by the court, and when challenged by that to say, can you produce that, why isn't it in the court bundle, they were saying things along the lines of, well, let's assume that that's been warranted. Well, let's not. Let's see the document that you're relying on, because without the document, there is no evidence it was ever issued by a court or was ever executed. So, needless to say, the court are trying to assume many things and prove nothing. So now we're going into the court to see the summation from the defence's side, which he will be bringing up the case of, let me see the document. If the document doesn't exist, throw it out. We'll see what happens.
Has the judge mentioned how he's going to deliver his verdict?
Oh, that's a beauty. Before even hearing the summation of he's listened to his club member, that would be a bar society barrister. He gave his summation and his assumptions. Now we're going to hear the defence's arguments. But before the defence's arguments, in this break for lunch, the judge said, I will be giving my summation and my judgment by post. He will be posting it. He won't be telling us what his judgment is here in front of everybody on the evidence placed before him. No, he's going to be giving it by post. I've got a sneaky suspicion he's already made his mind up before he's even heard the other side of the argument. I would like to think that's not the case, but only time will tell. So anyway, come on Salon, it's time to get in there and let's see what's happening. Thanks everybody.
In we go. So it's raining, we've come out, the judge has reserved judgment. He's going to email it or whatever. We'll see what happens. Let's go down and get some reaction from others.
Hey, you two, stop harassing that bloke with the camera. Did you have any photos you wanted?
That's the two prostitutes.
Well, I always go by this analogy. The one at the back is usually the one in charge.
It's like the one on top is pulling the strings.
Really want
Same thing.
The one in front on your knees.
So, can we have your lot's opinion of what was happened?
The end result, we don't know what it's going to be, but if the judge goes on the evidence that was placed before him and which he seemed to have accepted, then it can only go in Paula's direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he decides that he's going to look after his boys' club, let's be honest, it is a club, BAR, Bar Society, then it's going to go in the mortgage's favour, the bank, whichever it is, those that acted outrageously. But yeah, I think Mr. Brown put his case across eloquently. I think he convinced the judge for the evidence that he put forward, and if the judge goes on that, then the only conclusion he can come to is in Paula's case.
And to be honest with you, if he does go for Paula, that solicitor wants locking up.
Absolutely, because he's tried to bring a case based on fraudulent documents, or at the very worst, or at the best, documents that just can't be produced. So either way, he doesn't come out of it smelling of roses. That would be a strike-off as far as I'm concerned. But
And do we remember his name? Was it Chadwick?
Chadwick was the one sat at the back. Horn was the one.
Well, Chadwick's the one
mouthpiece.
that's the dodgy one, and the other one's there to back his buddy up.
He'd got a face that he looked like he'd been weaned on lemons and wiped his arse with hogweed. But, you know, bless him. Let's hope the best for him, because I don't forgive.
No,
There was one bloke once in history, he did lots to forgive and turning the other cheek and that, and they nailed that poor bugger on. So I learned from other people's mistakes. Anyway, take care.
And I think that Graham put his arguments across very, very well. And I will be very interested to see the judgment when it comes to down.
Well, we're all withholding our actual judgment on the judges. Judgment.
Hello. Well, it's been an interesting day in court. It was. We've got to be careful what we say because we don't want to prejudice anything. But if the judges follow the law, then there's only become one winner, Paula. And it's been lovely to see so many people here. And it's a shame it's raining now, but thank you for tuning in.
Well, I'll tell you what we
Okay. Apparently I can't do that, but I just did.
Just have a picture of me, my love.
These staff were very good. These staff were very good.
I've just moved not long ago and I've lost my last at the moment.
I'd like to see the authority you've got to back that one up. It's public building. Public building.
look at your own rules.
You know what? I've got a really good idea. If they made the laws, if you made the laws for the street, let's go and have a drink.
Yeah. Let's go and see another solicitor and his mole.
I can't find my car.
That's going to be your catchphrase from now on.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is, though, he's serious.
I know.
You know, Alzheimer's is a terrible disease for someone so young, isn't it? Who are you?
I can't remember if I've got it anyway. So
Yeah. It's every day's a new adventure.
Is that where I get that banner and bring it back?
And your opinion on the day?
I think it went pretty well. Just have to wait to see what the verdict is at the end of it, or the judgment, or whatever the clown sat on the big desk says.
Yeah, the guy in the high chair.
The guy in the high chair, yeah.
BBC.
I was wondering, yeah, I know. Andy's just said to me, I wonder if Leeds have a TV licence. I hope they do, because that's a pretty big screen.
And they're watching
live
the BBC as it's broadcast.
And now they're telling you the bullshit about the Scots voting to stay in the UK.
Oh look!
What a fixed vote!
Look at that one area, that tiny little green area they voted. Yes. Bless them.
This is a very interesting building. This is.
Yes. All the owls. I wonder if it was sponsored by the American Moloch group.
Well, more than likely.
Just
Definitely looks like a government building, doesn't it?
Just look at those columns as you go into that small door.
That'll be the Joachim and Ball or whatever the Freemasons use.
Yeah, yes.